Hi everyone, coming to you from the Benjamin Rosenthal Library, I'm Alexander Garrett. Earlier tonight, Carolyn Peck, now ESPN analyst and former NCAA champion coach with Purdue, as the first ever female African-American coach. She came to visit Queens College to discuss with the athletes her trials and triumphs. I caught up with her before the event, and here's what she had to say.
Well, it started out, I was, my parents, my father was football and, no, he was in baseball and basketball. My mom was in the band, and sports has always been a major part of our lives. And I think that my parents felt like if we were involved in sports, that helped us to stay organized with our time schedule and taught us how to compete, not just on the field, but off. Well, you know, I was very fortunate at Purdue. I inherited a very talented team. But when I was first offered the job, I wasn't really sold that I wanted to be a head coach. Didn't think I was ready. There were two successful African-American coaches at the time, Vivian Stringer and Marion Washington. And I felt like they had opened the door for the opportunity for me. And I felt that it was important that since this opportunity had presented itself, that I take it on. And then once I did, I had a very talented team, and the rest is history. I think the most influential role model, especially female, has been my mom and my great-grandmother. Leola Bassett, my great-grandmother, a direct descendant of slaves, and my mother, Carolyn Peck, who always instilled that education was going to come first and to be prepared. When it comes into the field of sports, you know, I did always keep an eye on Coach Vivian Stringer, and when she was at Cheney State and the style of play that she had her team playing in and at Iowa. And, you know, I would look at her and say, it's a black woman doing that. And there was a woman on NFL Today, and her name was Jane Kennedy. She was the first African-American black woman sportscaster. And she was smart, intelligent, articulate, and she could hang with those guys. Winning the national championship definitely helped to open the door. When I played in college, I had an opportunity to meet Robin Roberts. She actually was in Nashville, and she covered our team. And then after winning a national championship, ESPN called and provided some opportunities. I also did some regional sports for Sun Sports in Florida. After 3 years in the WNBA, I then went to Florida, and after 5 years there, a few days after my final game and the season was over, then ESPN called and offered me a contract. I got a lot of great advice from Robin Roberts, and the opportunities had just continued to present themselves. Talent is evolving constantly, every day, every year. The great amount, when you look at the WNBA has the best players in the world. The international players, even those best players, come and play in the WNBA. The parity in women's basketball has grown. You know, it used to be Tennessee, way back in the day, Tennessee, Louisiana Tech, then came along Connecticut. Now you have Stanford, Baylor, Maryland, Duke, Kentucky. So the list goes on. And any given night now also, you can turn the TV on and find a women's basketball game. It is to really kind of show how I grew up, things that happened, to publicly thank people who helped to motivate and inspire and open doors for me, and to hopefully inspire others to continue to work, to open doors and afford opportunities to other people.